Pete, in the Best Actor race, Colin Firth, of course, James Franco as nominees. Trying to surmise who the other three will be. Robert Duvall and Jesse Eisenberg are doing really well in the Precursor Awards. Don't you think that they look almost like locks now? For
well, Robert Duvall didn't get a Golden Globe nomination.
No, that's right.
So he's doing okay in the Precursor Awards.
Jesse got in on both.
Jesse got in on everything: the Critics' Choice, the
Right.
Golden Globe, and SAG. So Jesse's in, I think.
Right.
And here's the reason Jesse's in. Originally, I did not have Jesse on my top 5 at one point because I was trying to make room for all these different actors that I thought could get into the race here. And so I thought, well, he's young, and whatever, and they could anoint the movie but leave him out. We've seen that happen before. I just think he's too central to this movie.
Right.
His character is too much the movie, and whether it's a likable character or not, he totally embodies Mark Zuckerberg, who we are seeing on the cover of Time magazine and everywhere and in all these interviews, and they're going like, man, did this guy nail this role? And they love playing real life people, and Zuckerberg has become so famous that we can see that Jesse Eisenberg really was spectacular. He gets a nomination.
Right. Duvall was nominated by Critics' Choice, correct?
He was nominated by Critics' Choice, but they had 6 nominees.
That's true. Okay.
He was overlooked in the drama category by the Golden Globes.
Yes, right. And so was Jeff Bridges.
And so was Jeff
Wow,
Bridges.
that was a big surprise, wasn't it? But we saw a shutout across the board for True Grit.
I was
there.
not surprised at all. I talked to a lot of Hollywood Foreign Press members. They did not like True Grit. They did not get True Grit because it's a Western.
Right.
It's a very American story, and often they have shown that they've gone the other way with those kinds of movies. So they're just not Western fans. So chalk it up to that. They gave their award to Jeff Bridges last year. They didn't feel they owed him a thing. And ironically, though, the Golden Globes did give that award to John Wayne for True Grit, for the very same True Grit he won at the Golden Globes. But I guess they just didn't feel like this one, maybe the Coen brothers is not favorites of theirs either. I mean, they chose Atonement over No Country for Old Men for Best Picture.
Oh, I know. That's true.
So this movie just didn't resonate with them, and they liked Mark Wahlberg a lot better in The Fighter.
Yeah, that was a big surprise because they preferred Wahlberg over Leo DiCaprio. Now, 4 years ago, Leo was nominated for both The Departed and Blood Diamond. You can do that, of course, at the Globes, not at the Oscars, twice in one category. And he got nominated in lead for both, and so he had 2 opportunities of the same race this year with Inception and Shutter Island, but he got shut out of both.
I think in the case of Leo at the Globes, it was Inception they don't look at as an actor's piece, and I don't think SAG looks at it as an actor's piece. It is an actor's piece. It's very difficult to do that kind of acting in these movies, in these big special effects laden movies that also have a strong emotional undercurrent. His role in Inception was highly emotional. He should have been recognized for that. Absolutely should have been recognized for Shutter Island, but they did not apparently cater to like Shutter Island. So it wasn't the same situation with these 2 big movies, Blood Diamond, which they had just seen, and The Departed. It wasn't that case this year where he's going to get double nominations. And, I probably just canceled himself out on it, getting a chance of getting one. Having said that, I'm surprised. They love Leo. He's had 7 nominations.
I was surprised too.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
They gave it to him. They gave him the win for The Aviator. Remember that?
Yeah.
And they gave it Best Picture.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem wasn't nominated.
That's a shocker.
Now this is the Hollywood Foreign Press
That's
Association.
shocking.
They normally take care of one foreign language.
Yeah.
Well, they Marion Cotillard, of course,
Yeah.
they accommodated with.
Look, and I was at parties where Javier, they were throwing parties, and I saw many members of the Hollywood Foreign Press among the press contingent that were at these parties, talking to Javier. He's charming as he can be in person. And, I am still stunned that he has not gotten any recognition this award season for this movie. It's a phenomenal performance.
It's a phenomenal performance in a terrific movie that is very hard to watch.
Yeah.
The first half of it, matter of fact, I saw some people walk out halfway through right before the key scene that takes place in the basement that turns the whole thing around into a terrific movie. But if you don't hang in there up to beyond that point, you don't see the greatness of the film. It's hard. It's a man dying of cancer.
Your point is absolutely right on the money. It's a movie you cannot watch on a screener. And if they're relying on the actors branch in the Academy to see this movie on screeners, he will not
They're
get
gonna shut it
nominated.
off. I know.
They will shut it off because it's too dark, and it's a shame. This movie has to be watched in a screening with other people and just concentrate without the phone ringing or anything. There's too many points where you can just go, I don't want to see any more of this. And it's a shame because I think it's, number one, a brilliant movie, but this is a performance of a lifetime. This is a phenomenal role. He's dying of cancer. It's all those things that win you Oscars. He hasn't gotten any recognition so far.
Well, he did win Best Actor at Cannes, of course.
Well,
but then it stopped.
But even that, he tied with this Italian guy, which shocked me because I had seen the Italian guy's movie and he was good, but nothing compared to Javier. So that meant that jury was split.
Sure.
And that's interesting. You know, it just tells you there's something about the movie, and a lot of people don't want to go to those dark places. There's something in this movie.
And this is really dark. This movie is hard to watch.
This is really dark, but it's great. But in the end, I don't know. You know, I'm hedging my bets again on my predictions here. I'm leaving him on my list of 5, but I'm not sure because I think if they're relying on the screeners here, even the actors branch, other than the Sean Penns and those people who are just saying this is beyond, this is the greatest performance, may not be enough to get him in there. And again, we're going to have someone else from our list sneak in, you know.